Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode, Bean, Bianca, and Slaylin entered the waterfall cave to try to find the water ring. It's the second ring that Bean needs to find in order to prove that he is worthy of marrying Flora. Flora is the daughter of Ludman, who's a really rich man. He owns 2 ships. The ships in Port Selmy will allow Bean to travel around the world looking for that legendary hero. And speaking of a legendary hero, Ludman also owns the Zenithian shield, which is one of the 4 pieces of equipment that the legendary hero needs to enter the demon world. So it's kind of important, I guess, that Bean gets that shield. So yeah, he might be forced to marry Flora. Now, anytime we pick our treasure on this floor, Bianca chimes in and says, it's not the water ring. Like, it better be, it must be around here somewhere, maybe in a hidden room. And that's, I guess, your clue that the ring is in a hidden room. But the room that it's in isn't very well hidden. In fact, we're able to see the entrance right up there to the upper right. Just like how the entrance to this cave was behind the waterfall, the entrance to the room where the water ring is held is behind a waterfall. So, but we'll get there as we'll enter that in a little bit. First, we got to take care of this final new enemy in the area, the orc. We can't recruit the orc, but we can recruit the next step of the orc up, the Orc King, which is actually a pretty interesting monster. It learns like the 2 different revive spells, Vivify and Revive. Vivify has a 50% chance of reviving character, Revive 100%. They also learn the Beat and Defeat spell, beat instant death on one enemy, defeat instant death on maybe a group of enemies. And they also learn the Step Guard spell, which we could have used in the lava, in the volcano. They also learn the Healer spell. So they're almost like a priest in a sense. They have like the power of life and death and revival. But I think they were kind of, they're actually not that hard to catch. I think there might be a 1 in 16 chance to get, but we probably won't get any because, like I said, we'll just be using the common monsters. And here we found the water ring finally. Way to go, Bean. Now you can get married to Flora. Hey, Bean, sorry, it's nothing. Besides, if you marry Flora, you might get the Zenithian shield. And that means you'll be much closer to your goal. Oh well, let's go. So you can tell that Bianca's a little hurt, I guess. She doesn't want Bean, in a sense, to marry Flora. And that's because we will basically find out, or you can probably deduce, that Bianca also has feelings for Bean. So it'll obviously hurt her to see Bean marry somebody else. So, yeah, Bean, having girl trouble. Right now we're going to have some trouble with this new enemy, the Grab Shell. So, we've got a preemptive attack on us. And so that's not very good. They got a free round of attack on us. And they've got a few more rounds of attacking on us because one of the things the Grab Shell can do is cast the sleep spell, or cast this sweet breath, which basically functions as a sleep spell, and put us to sleep. So there is an item much later on in the game, an Elven Amulet, that you can buy, but it's only available in the last town in the game, and that helps raise your resistance to sleep and other negative status effects. So it stinks though that, like I said, you have to wait until basically the end of the game to get it. We're in Dragon Quest II. You had the Dragon's Bane, which helped you reduce negative status effects like sleep and stop spell against your characters. Well, you got that like right in the same town you got your ship, which is basically a third of the game, way through the game. This one you have to wait until the very end, so it kind of stinks. But let's heal ourselves up here. Spend the night. Recover all that stuff. Yeah, Ludman and them can wait. So we turn it into day, and the reason I wanted to turn it into day was basically just a few people have some new dialogue. News travels fast that we got the water ring, so some people changed their dialogue. Flora took it upon herself to take care of Annie while he wasn't well, but even she has her limits. She looked exhausted, so I told her to go home. She reminds us that he got Annie's wounds got Flora all sick with worry. Annie is still recovering there, so he had no chance of ever getting the water ring, even though he tried so hard to get the flame ring, the first of the 2 rings that we were tasked by Mr. Ludman to get. Seems like Ludman there asked the famous tool shop to make the marriage veil for the wedding. So you found the ring of water too, which means you'll marry Flora very soon. Way to go, stud. And this lady is, I guess, making her husband regret marrying her. He's like, I should have never told her I like to clean. Because that means now he has to clean. She gets to just run the store. There's good old Lillian, the dog. That's how we met Flora. Welcome. So there's Mr. Ludman and his wife and daughter Flora. Ah, Bean, so you've truly obtained the water ring. Good show. This proves beyond a doubt that you're the man to marry Flora. As I promised, Flora's hand in marriage is yours, Bean. To tell the truth, I've already made preparations for the wedding. Oh yes, you need to leave the water ring with me for a while. You'll get the 2 rings back during the wedding. The priest will hand them to you. Flora, surely you won't object to this marriage if your groom was Bean. Yes, father. But who is that woman over there? Huh, me? I'm Bianca. I'm just an old friend of Bean's. At any rate, I guess my work here is done, so I'll just be heading off. Please don't go. Miss Bianca, the way you look at Bean, you're in love with him, aren't you? And Bean, you care for Bianca as well. How can I make you marry me like that, Bean? You'll only live to regret it if you do. Now, Flora, let's calm down and not jump to any conclusions. For tonight, let Bean decide. Let him choose who he wishes to marry, Flora or Bianca. Yes, that will do. I'll have a spare room for you at the inn, Bean, so you'll stay there tonight. And Miss Bianca, you will stay at my second house. Well, is that understood, Bean? No. Fine, I'll repeat myself. So, yeah, I just did that just to be funny. But yeah, he just repeats himself. And we'll be basically have a night to basically think this decision over. And mainly the game's just giving us this this chance to chill out. Basically, so we were allowed to save our game. That way, if you you can just restart the game here. You don't have to start the game from the beginning again. If you want to see the different marriages options. So this guy tells us that, hey, take a walk, think about it. Who will Bean marry? Aren't you Bean? Wow, you're the talk of the town. Well, let's talk with some people here. And if you ask me, I would choose to marry Flora. After all, if you marry her, you'll get that heirloom shield. You probably don't have to worry about anything ever again. That girl you brought along, what's her name? Bianca? Now there's a woman. If you don't want her, maybe I'll hire her to work as a barmaid. Why can't men think of anything but their selfish selves? I mean, the girl's getting married too. What about her feelings? Of course, you seem pretty sweet, so you probably do care. Well, how about Bean takes the third option? I'm not talking about Deborah. How about Bean just leaves? No, they won't let you leave the town. You're forced to get married. So, Bean doesn't have a choice. Miss Leonard's already accepted you as a suitable husband for Flora. Annie will be devastated, though. But you've earned the right to her hand. And the right to be happy. And Andy is kind of just pining over Flora there. He's recovering from his wounds, but he's still thinking of Flora. Andy's father there, he's not thinking anything. He's thinking, I need to get some sleep. Of course she'd worry. Bianca's a tough girl. A little stubborn, but she saw it going. On the other hand, Flora's honest and kind. A good old-fashioned wife. Seeming Ludman there asked a famous tool shop to make the wedding veil. Which to choose, marriage is forever, so why don't you go pray at the church before making a decision? So yeah, that's basically the game, giving you a chance to save. So if you want to see what both marriages are like, you can marry one here in your first game and then have a backup save on another file and then start again, and not from the beginning of the game, but from right here to make this decision. So Oh, but you, Bean, things have gotten so complicated all of a sudden. We need to worry about anything. You go ahead and marry Flora. It's what's right. Me, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. I've been doing it for so long now. Now go on to bed. You've got a busy day tomorrow, Bean. But I think I'll just stay here for a little longer. I just can't seem to sleep. Well, we talked with Bianca. We should go talk with Flora. See how she's handling the day before her wedding. The day before her potential wedding. See if she is the jitterbugs. The butterflies in her belly. And Maid is zonked out too, even though she's standing and moving around. Looks like Flora's not moving though. Yep, she's sleeping soundly. Flora seems to be sleeping quite peacefully. Mother, same thing. Mr. Ludman knows up. You must truly be something to be able to tame both the rings. I like you a lot. Even if you decide not to marry Flora, the wedding's on me. He already sent out invitations to friends, to include Prince Henry of Reinhardt and his wife Maria. So yeah, we didn't get to see their wedding, but they will get to see our wedding. But let's do what the game says, and we'll make a save here in the church. And this will allow me to show off both weddings. So, let's make our save here real quick. And then that way I can show off one of the weddings, and then I can show off the other wedding. So, well. Now, some things do change depending on who you marry, but overall the plot pretty much remains the same. I will show the changes that happen when you that do pop up when you have a different marriage throughout. Because in certain cities, some different things happen. You might get different dialogue. But like I said, I will show that off. But for now, the main thing I'm going to show off, or what I'll show off in the next episode, is who we are not going to marry. Good morning, Master Bean. Everyone is waiting for you. Please, this way. So we're brought in front of Master Ludman, and we're given the choice. Who are we going to marry? Find out who we're not marrying in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye.